Thank you. Okay. Okay. They have magnanimously decided to host us, and that's why we are here. It might interest you to know that they also hosted us when we had a press conference, free of charge. Another round of applause for that, please. Let us celebrate them. And in particular, we celebrate the proprietor, Madam Maggie Ibru. Thank you very much, ma'am, wherever you are. Is she in the house, please? Is she in the hall? Okay, represented by the head of school. Law head of school. Madam, we celebrate you. Thank you very much for hosting us. Thank you, madam. And you're looking very beautiful. She is. Thank you, madam, for coming. We appreciate your presence. Then Mr. Tunji Balogun, senior citizen representing Nigeria in diaspora, is he in the house? That's your Uncle TJ. You're welcome, sir. Then Mr. Michael Odewale, CEO, Mitchell Floodgate Associate, wherever you are, we celebrate you. Thank you for coming. Then Colonel Michael Benga Oshin, retired British military officer, wherever you are, please signify and let us celebrate you. Thank you for coming, brother. Lastly on this list is Mr. Bolaji Badamosi. He's a media consultant. Wherever you are, we celebrate your coming. Thank you for coming. Skill in teaching. I used to remember how they taught us in the math. Even days that he was not programmed to come, he came. He came to look at this. I said, "What are you doing here?" I said, I just.
It should be 11 plus 7, give us 18, yes. So amongst the 11 sitting here, I've got 2 or 3 of my very favorites, but you won't know who they are. But I'm just letting you know that even though you're not going to be here in the final of the final, you are all very brave for signing up, and I think we should clap for them once again. The good thing about this competition is that I've seen every single one of them improve. 1 or 2 of them have improved, they've had a greater distance to improve, and they've done that as well. And the gap between probably the best pedagogue and the one who is probably, with the furthest from the best, is very slight now. You may not even notice any difference today. That's just because everyone has been able to up their game. And as I said, as one of our co-judges did say, you were very brave to sign up. And if you're at home and you're a teacher and you're saying, should I sign up for the next edition, I have 2 words for you: get involved. Yes, as in come on board. I'll also have a quick word with my fellow educators from NATS, from AFED. I've always wanted to make links with you. I'm glad you're here today, as well as the teachers from the officials from the Muslim associations. It's a pleasure to have you here today, and I think we should salute them because education in this country is in their hands. A lot of it, the bulk of it is in their hands, so you should salute them properly, please. A big round of applause for them. Thank you very much for honouring this occasion. To my fellow judges, we have our criteria before us. It's the same 10 that we've always been using. There was 1 week we just decided to task ourselves a bit, and we had 20 criteria, but we've just reduced it to the simpler 10. If you really look at it, you can even boil it down, whittle it down to about 6 to 8 key criteria, and that would suffice. Because you've not been with us all this time, I'll quickly run through the 10 list criteria, and that is instructional materials, introduction and entry behavior. Actually, that's number 1. Number 2 is instructional materials. Number 3 is use of questions. How well do they use questions? Teachers, we can talk all day, and we're very good at using questions. I've yet to come across a teacher that does not know how to use questions at the right time in the right way. Most of us know how to do that. Thank you. Number 4 is charisma/appearance. Number 5 is communication skills. As you can imagine, a lot of what we do in the class still is reliant on us talking. But you know what? There are some lessons, and some of the best lessons The talking, if you add up all the talking in a 50-minute lesson, it may not come to more than 1 minute or 2 minutes. Some of the best teachers know how to do that. Number 6 is connection with students. How well do you engage your learners? Number 6 is content and accuracy. Number 7 is content and accuracy. Number 8, creativity. Number 9, time management. And then number 10, have you been able to achieve your teaching objectives? Okay, so that's what we're looking at again today. That's our criteria. And I can tell you that the comments we've been passing have been rather balanced. Of course, you want to give enough information so that the teachers can improve, but as Dr. Adebayo did say, it's about connecting with them and not trying to correct and try to crush them. That's not what we're about. We're about giving balanced comments so that we can all improve. And lastly, I would say to everyone seated here today, thank you for coming to support this event. We've all been to school. You've all been to school of some kind. Even if you haven't been to a formal school, you've been taught education is about what happens in the home as well, what happens in the mosque, what happens in the church. So we are all part of this system. So even if you've been a voter, thank you very much for voting. The number of votes we've had in the thousands, I'd imagine if we add it all accumulatively, we might be getting to about 100,000 votes, and that's quite a bit. So thank you very much for participating as an audience, as a voting member, for being here today. I think we should all salute ourselves for coming to support this worthwhile project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, while we're waiting for the second, I'm going to call the lead consultant, the project consultant, to come tell us the story so far. We have seen some in the media projection that we had a while ago, but from the horse's one, let us see.
I consider it a great privilege and honor to address this distinguished gathering on the occasion of the Pioneer Edition and Maiden Edition of Teach and Win Nigeria, the largest teaching competition and reality show for teachers in Nigeria and as far as we know in the continent of Africa. Before I continue, one of the President Board of Trustees Association of International. I consider it a great privilege and honor to address this distinguished gathering on the occasion of the maiden edition of Teach and Win Nigeria, the largest teaching competition and reality show for teachers in Nigeria and as far as we know in the continent of Africa. I'm going to be taking these remarks by going through some of these following points. Number one, why did we do this? The major reason for doing this is to reward competence, professionalism, and passion in teaching profession. Our mission statement is to complement the effort of stakeholders in education in raising the standard of education in Africa through qualitative teaching learning process. We have seen so many reality shows where nudity was allowed. We have seen many reality shows where promiscuity was advertised. We have seen many reality TV shows where we cannot allow our children to stay in the sitting room with us, to view with us, because we consider it is not age appropriate for them. And the question has been on the lips of everyone, can we have a credible alternative that will give us a reality show without nudity, without promiscuity, without prostitution, and without giving our younger generation a wrong reason to live? It is one of the reasons this came up, to reward passion, competence, professionalism, technicality in teaching learning process, and to encourage younger generation to want to be teachers, because today interest in teaching has gone down. Landlords tell their prospective tenants, if you are a teacher, I'm not ready to rent out my house for you. Mothers-in-laws and fathers-in-laws tell the prospective suitors of their daughters, if your son is a teacher, don't bring him to me. Children also look up and say, when I grow up, I do not want to become a teacher. Can we change the narrative? Can we change the rhetoric? And this is one of the ways we want to go about this. We want to tell the younger generation that teaching profession pays. And if teaching profession crumbles, every other sector of the economy will crumble. Do you agree with me, House? Ladies and gentlemen, we do not support teachers, if we do not encourage teachers, if we do not celebrate teachers, if we do not support teachers, and if the best hands are not encouraged to stay in teaching profession, all of us that are here, our children will be trained by idiots. And this is why we organize this. The next thing I want to talk about is, what did they do in the house? They taught and taught and taught, as you have seen from that. They taught all through the 4 weeks. They prepared and they taught. But it's not only teaching that they did. They also went through rigorous training, coaching, and mentoring. And that took me to the third segment of my brief remarks, what they got from the house. What did they get from the house? Apart from teaching, they got a certification in Chinese language. All of them, as you see them sitting down here, they can greet you in Chinese language. They can address you at beginner's level in Chinese language. As you see them sitting down, they can count 1 to 10. Or 1 to what? 1 to 1,000 in Chinese language. They can identify parts of the body in Chinese language. They have level 1 certification in Chinese language. That is one of the things they got in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what did they get in the house? They got certification in robotics education and artificial intelligence. As you look at them like this, they can code and they can program. Is that correct? So as they were leaving the house, they got a certification in robotics education. What did they get in the house? They got a certification in one of the largest online training platform for teachers in the entire continent of Africa. Let's put our hands together for them. So leaving the house, they have 4 certificates, which will have cost hundreds of thousands for them to get out there in the market. And they got all the 4 certifications free of charge. So when they return to your school, they will definitely not remain the same again. The next thing I want to talk about is how they emerged. The criteria that brought them to this level. Number 1, their teaching competition. That took a sizable measure of part of the criteria that brought them. But that's not the only thing that brought them. The examinations they wrote. They wrote 3 examinations. And they were tough examinations under very strict and stringent conditions. And all of them passed very well. So the result from their CTTC exam, the result from the Chinese language exam, the result from robotics education exam, everything together with their competition, added together cumulatively for 4 weeks. That was what brought them here. So if we see some people that we felt, oh, they taught so well, how come we did not see them among the finalists? It is not only the teaching. All the examinations they wrote, that makes part of what brought them here. Making 2. 3, their conduct in the house. They wrote a test where we look at their practical lifestyle and we look at 10 major areas of their behavioral patterns. Those who are not tolerant enough, not humble enough, not patient enough, not friendly enough. We look at their sense of humor. We look at their ability to help others. All these are 10 parameters we put together. And that is under conduct. So if you look at it now, they got marks under teaching competition. They got marks under training academy. They got marks under Chinese language. They got marks under robotics. They got marks under conduct and behavior in the house. And number 6, the voting. How much they are able to also get voters to vote for them. So it is not only voting that worked for them. It is not only examination results that work for them. It is not only competition that work for them. It is cumulative effort of all the 6 parameters. Are we together, house? That is how our winners emerged. We tested their intelligent quotient, that is competence, through teaching and exam. We tested their emotional quotient, that's their character, through the conduct exam. We tested their social quotient, and that is through the ability to canvass for votes, that is charisma. And we tested their adversity quotient, that is ability to respond to setbacks in the house. It is these 4 quotients that we tested: intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, the social quotient, and adversity quotient. All the 4 quotients are what take people to the top, and that is all that counted together to get our 7 finalists today. Next, which I'm sure they want me to talk about, what they are taking away. They are taking away, all of them, consolation prizes of 100,000 Naira each. All the 15 of them, they will be given checks today, and by next week, they will walk into the bank and they will see the money in their accounts by the grace of God, inshallah. That is settled and guaranteed. What are they taking away? The cash prizes for the winners. We talk about 2 plots of land for the first position and second position, and I want to inform you authoritatively that the 2 plots of land are ready as I'm speaking now. And I'm so happy that the MD of Arkview is here to bear witness to that. Arkview Investment has real estate all over Lagos, all over Nigeria, and outside Nigeria. The MD is personally here to present the letter of authority to whoever wins in this place today. Apart from the 2 plots of land, the cash prizes for the winners, the dummy check will be presented to the 3 winners. 2.5 million for the first winner, 1.5 million for the first runner-up, and 1 million for the second runner-up. And we will go straight to their schools to go and present the live check to them. Because like the moderator said, the proprietors are magnanimous enough to release them for this event. Not many proprietors are that magnanimous. So we are taking the checks right to the school in the presence of the proprietor, the head of school, and all the students, and make the formal presentation to them and give them their money. That is going to be done immediately after this program. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing I want to say is from here to where. 1896, that was when the first edition of Olympics was ever organized. That is about 128 years ago. The first edition of Olympics was not as glamorous as the current edition. But the organizers of Olympics never gave up. We know that we had itches, we know we had glitches that are characteristic of maiden editions like this. We set out on a journey that we had no trailblazer. We set out on a journey that we had no one to look up to. That how did they organize the last one last year? We scratched from the surface. We are trying to go and illustrate a project that has not been in existence before. We met with bushes and we brought the bulldozer of willpower to clear the forest. With the support of the judges and all the sponsors and partners, let's go all out. Let teachers come for auditioning. We are bringing to the next house not 18 teachers. 18 multiplied by 2, what is it? We are bringing 36 teachers to the house in the next edition. And it is going to be 1 teacher per state. Let every state in Nigeria come and compete. Let's give opportunity for our teachers to be known. Those who are sleeping with themselves on set, they are going away with millions and billions of naira. Let's give those who are shaping the destinies of future generation opportunity to be celebrated. We need more sponsorship. We need more support. Nothing is too small to encourage this vision and this project. Never again will teachers be relegated in Nigeria. Never again will teachers be made to be at the lower rung of the ladder. Never again will teachers be said to be the least in income ladder. Henceforth, leaders, teachers will be known, teachers will be celebrated, teachers will be awarded, and teachers will be given their place in the committee of events in Nigeria and in Africa. Join us, ladies and gentlemen, and let us move this vision forward. You can support, you can sponsor, and you can also bring your teachers for this competition. I want to say once again, thank you to our eminent judges. We celebrate you, we salute you. Thank you for all our teachers. You are brave, you are courageous, and you are exceptional. For all the media houses, we say thank you. For all the voters, we got a total of 90,200 votes. Is that correct? A total of 90,200 votes for our maiden edition, and we believe that the next edition we are going to 500,000 votes, 1 million votes, 2 million votes, 10 million votes. We want to say thank you for everyone who has made this to pass. You may have issues finally with many things about us, but one thing you can never, like I said, the first edition may have issues, but never with the promises we made, never with the credibility, never with the transparency of the process. And I want to say that I want to hand over now to the lead judge to do what they have been doing for the past 6 weeks, auditioning to the process. And the competition will take off immediately now. The 7 of them will teach, and we're going to get the results immediately after their teaching. And whatever they score here will be added to the score they brought from the house, and the aggregate of the two will be announced. So we will announce their scores that they are bringing from the house, and we will announce the scores of what they did here, and then we will add the two and divide it by what now? By 2. And whatever the answer is what the judges will announce. For being part of the maiden edition of Teach and Win Nigeria, we say thank you and God bless you. Teach and win. Teach and win. Teacher, my pride.
Thank you very much, sir. I agree with Sally to appreciate you. Now, before we go to the next, the second main of how they live their life in the house, I want to also acknowledge the organizers of this project, Teach and Win reality TV show. Sitting on the board of partners is Mr. Wale Oshi. The chairman board of partners is a very shy man. He does not want to be recommended. Open and move away, let them see. That is Mr. Oshi, the chairman board of partners, Teach and Win. Is also the vice president of IFEDA, the NGO that nobody is here. Don't be ready to see you. Thank you very, very, very much. A very passionate driver, a very aggressive driver. His input have been very, very indispensable. We thank you, we celebrate you. And the last person is, I don't know where he is now. But let me just mention his name anyway. Maybe we show his face somewhere. His name is Dr. Tunde Lorenzen. Wherever he is, let him celebrate himself. Where is he? Where is he? My name is Dr. Tunde Lorenzen, please. Thank you very much. So, it's been challenging, just like Dr. Adbert said. It's been very challenging, but we are very glad that it's not been a bad experience, even though it's a debut. It's been a fantastic process, and our judges have made it very easy for us. And also the teachers, the contestants, have also made it easy for us. So we are happy, and we've got every reason to celebrate today. Now, without wasting time, while the competitors, and while I'm also waiting fireworks, you may go. You said you are ready for the fireworks. The pyrotechnics are just about to be released now. Judges, are we ready?
This is set enough time, so the 5 minutes has not started yet. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I can see that you guys are not lively. Can you smile, please? I want to see smile on your faces, please. If you are happy, can you clap once? Okay, twice, 3 times now. Thank you. Now, I am Khadija Badegashi. And I am an English teacher, and my topic for today is syllable. In our previous class, we were able to spell some words, and today we are going to be learning to pronounce some words and identifying 1, 2, and 3 syllable words. So please, let's sit calm and be an active student. Can we clap for ourselves again? So, how? Can you please look at my hands? Who can tell me what I am holding? Broomsticks. And these broomsticks represent words. Okay? Now, I am going to be doing something. Oh, on this table, you are having 1 broomstick. This table, you are also having another broomstick. While this table, you have another broomstick. And your group, you are having a broomstick. Please do not break your broomstick. And if you share your group, break your broomstick into 2. While Abu, your group, break yours into 3. Now, while I move. Okay. We are back. Who has been able to do my activity? Had I your group? How many parts did you break your broomstick into? Okay. I said they shouldn't break their broomstick. And this broomstick, can you raise it up, please? Represent 1 syllable word. Can we all shout it? 1 syllable word. Oh! And if you your group, how many did you break yours into? The first one represents 1 syllable, and the second one represents the second syllable. Together we have how many syllables? Can you clap your hands twice to represent the 2 syllables? Very good. Abu Bakar's group, how many did you break yours into? 3. Okay, can you clap your hands 3 times to show me 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 syllable words we have. Thank you. So can we quickly move to syllable? Syllable, like we all know, has to do with unit or pronunciation that can stand on its own and make a sense. And it can also be a part of what? A whole longer word. Okay? It has a consonant and a vowel to make a unit, and it is a constituent. Let's quickly move to the activity of today. And if I was group, can you tell me how many syllables we have of the first picture? 1. Can you clap for yourself? Why did you say it is 1? You can see only 1. Can we clap for them now? We have the Abu Bakar's group. How many syllables do we have on picture 3? 3. Very good. Can you clap for yourself? Mashallah to you. Now, let's quickly have our activity on this table. You are supposed to arrange this word into the normal world. I want you to get the word out for me. Who has been able to get it? Oh, somebody has gotten it. How? Our day's group has gotten it. Please, can you tell me the word you were able to get? He said, fantastic. Can we clap for him? So, Abiodun, will you tell me how many 1, 2. Very good. He said he was able to get 3 syllable words. Thank you. We have Hada's group. How many were you able to get, please? And can you pronounce the word according to the way syllables and you clap alongside with me? La big. Wonderful. They said syllabic now. Oh no, we have come to the end of the class. But before we end the class, I will give you an assignment. And I know if you're ready to do my assignment, can I see your hands up? Oh yeah, I am waiting to see it. You are giving me 2 syllable words and 3 syllable words. Please, you have to submit in my next class. We have come to the end of the class, but before we end the class, I want us to dance. Can we dance now? Oh! Oh, we want to dance now to represent our syllable words. Oh! Oh, syllables. Can we dance all of us? Please, and clap alongside. Oh! Clap your hands, please. I want everybody. Oh! 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 So now, I want somebody to give me one to represent 2 syllable words. One gesture, please. Oh! Oh! And if Oboshe, give me one gesture. Can we raise our hands up like this? 1, 2. Thank you so much.
One more time for being the very first to come out today. Let's clap for it one more time. There are 7 of us here, and if 7 of us were to give comments each and every contestant will be here for a long time. So I'll take the 3 judges to my right on this occasion, and I will start off with the comments of Alaja Ulole Shayi.
Well done, Miss Khadija Nadegeshin.
Thank you so much.
I want to appreciate you. You have done your very best. And it's so interesting that you are able to carry your pupils, your students along. Coming in, I'm impressed with your entering behavior. It's so nice, it's so cute, and everything about you, I think it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
And I'm much thrilled with your ending part of the class. I know students love this style of learning. And for that, you are highly appreciated.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Being the first on the list and coming in with such zeal is something that is worth noting. I thought that you were being carried away by being the first, but you overcame that. And I see the charisma you came in with. That was overwhelming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Khadija. Another very good lesson.
Thank you so
Your
much.
entry, of course, made immediately woke up everybody in the class.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
Thank
The use
you.
of questions was also very effective.
Thank you so
because
much.
of your activities match, the questions that you asked.
Thank you.
Content and accuracy, very accurate in what you were doing.
Thank you.
And of course, you were able to then tie it up at the end with an activity that the children are going to remember for quite a long time. Very well done.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much to all our judges, Ms. Lamikora and Dr. Benjamin. And I'd like to start off with. So thank you again, Khadija. It's
Thank
always
you so much.
a joy to see
I appreciate you all. Can you clap for yourself again?
I'll just back with my comments. Yes. So, very briefly, my co-judges have said it all, and the way you go about your encouragement is very good and very sincere. I like how we formed the word fantastic, and you then told us we were fantastic for doing that. Thank you. 3 syllable words. The idea of being able to pronounce and clap at the same time, tapping into different learning styles, so they both work at the same time was
Thank
good.
you so much.
The only thing I would say about the lesson, we've spoken about your energy and your zeal.
The English language has many words.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You know, hang on, I'm just telling you to say thank you to your, thank you, our operators. The only thing I would say is that Maybe because you were the first person, maybe because of the stage, and I'm not too sure how you're supposed to teach in this stage, but you managed to do it, so well done for that. But there was something with regards to the coherency and the flow, which wasn't totally followed through for me. So, but thank you very much for giving us a strong start.
Thank you so much.
I like your instructional materials, the model. I was a bit scared about the live kidney. Thank you for not bringing it very close to me. Yes, but I like how you did the modeling. And I've never seen anybody try to actually have the waist come down all the way. It was good to see it in reality. Thank you very much. I like the song. I was a bit concerned when you said you were going to do those two different things as part of your objectives, but I'm quite thrilled that you were able to achieve that within 5 minutes. And I like that song. It summarizes all that you wanted us to know, the functions as well as the parts of the kidney. Thank you very much for doing such a good job.
Femi Patrick Oyedoli, congratulations. I like your introduction, and you brought in the virtual class and you interacted successfully with them, not waiting for the panel of judges to always supply your answers. That's a plus. Then you brought in and applied the instructional materials very well, including the live kidney on the table. It's very interesting. Not only that, you are well kitted for the job, and you are very creative and time conscious. In fact, at the point of just closing your mouth, teaching the bear, that's very important. Then it's a successful engagement with your class. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Professor Oyebade. Thank you as well, Dr. Oluwadamilola, likewise, and Dr. Christie. Thank you all for your comments. Very briefly from me, thank you very much. I'm looking at this live kidney. I'm not too sure. I won't look at it too much because I'm not a meat eater. But for those of you who like orishi, yeah, just come and collect it when it's finished. Very briefly from me, I love the way you started the lesson. You went from the known to the unknown, an activity we can all relate to, going to the toilet. Anyone who's not going to the toilet simply won't be in this room, they'll probably be in a hospital. So thank you for starting off with something so basic and so real that will connect with the students. Also, your song and your video clearly explained in a fun way as well the function of the kidney. The only point I'm not too sure was, and I may have missed it, was about the structure. You said you were going to also explain in your objectives the structure of the kidneys. I'm not too sure I was able to take that on board, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But thank you very much. As per usual, it's always good to see you do your thing. Yes, you can have it. I'm sure some people will.
And as for how I got this, my students actually did that. Shout out to Shemino Ray and shout out to Adetunde.
A round of applause to Mr. Femi Oyedoli.
For food, beautiful. Now, before we go to our lesson today, I want you to look around you and write 3 things that you use. Look around you, the 3 things that you use. Look around you. Yes, what are those things you write? Your phone? Yes. Your bag? Yes, big baby. Your pen, beautiful. Now, all the things that we have around us that we use, they are called what? Resources. Beautiful. Now, we have some types of resources. Now, look at what we have on the screen. Yes. Shoma, what can you see on the screen there?
Waterfall.
You can see waterfall? Yes. Binga, what can you see?
Trees.
Trees. Folake, what can you see? Grasses. Now, all these things, where are they made from? Where do they come from?
From nature.
From nature. That is natural. So, everything that we have in the environment that we don't make, they are all what? natural, that's one type of resources. Thank you very much. Now, I want you to look at this. What are the things you can see here? Clothes. A computer. What do you use a computer for? Getting information. What do you use your phone for? To make, I mean, these are what we call all these things are tools that we use. And all the tools that we use to get our work done, they are called what? Capital resources. Do you get that? Capital resources. Beautiful. Now, who is this? A doctor. What does a doctor do?
Take care of patients.
Take care of patients. Who am I?
You're a teacher.
What am I doing?
You're teaching.
What am I doing?
You're teaching.
When you're coming to school, how do you get to school?
You work on food.
Okay, through your vehicle and somewhere to go to school. Who was that? A driver. Now, anybody that renders, what are they doing? They do what? They are rendering service. So anybody that renders service, they are all what? Human resources. Now, let's go to our class work. Now, look at this. What is this? What do you have here? Now, I want to classify this as either a natural, a capital, or human resource. Now, what is it? What do we call this? What? It is not a natural. What is it? Capital resources. Why did you call it capital resources? Because it's a tool that comes over. Beautiful. So here we have a capital resource. Beautiful. Capital resource. Beautiful. Now look at this. Now what is this? Choma, what is it? A dog. Now what can you say a dog is? Is it a natural, human, or a capital resource? Natural. Beautiful. Clap for yourself. Why do you call this natural? Because it's from nature. Wonderful. That's very smart. Now the last one. Who is this? A farmer. What does a farmer do? He cultivates. What does he cultivate? Plants. What is he doing? He's rendering a service. So a farmer is what? A capital, human, or a national? What should you call a farmer? Beautiful. That's so sharp. Now, this is your assignment. I want to list 3 natural resources, capital and human resources in our next class. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Even now, as I speak, we have a few seconds left, and I'm just waiting for the bell to go so that it doesn't interrupt us. And this time we'll be starting with Mr. Naira.
Yes, an excellent use of your time. You probably might have had some 1 or 2 things that you wanted to put into it. Your intro in itself was a little bit low key, but you upped it as you went along. I like the fact that you were able to get your students to provide the content of the lesson. They were able to provide the content, and then that moved into making sure that your objectives were met. An excellent use of technology, but you really did not, probably you might have wanted to use a little bit more of what was in the environment, or what it may not have been in the class, but a little bit more of what was in the environment. But in all, I could see that you achieved your objectives and you kept to time. Well done.
Let me congratulate you. I was just looking at your last presentation and I was amazed there had been some growth. Initially, when you introduced the objective, I had thought it was a little vague, but then later on I saw you achieving it one at a time, talking about human resource, capital resource, and natural resources. That was good. I just felt a little more could be done with trying to categorize, making your class to categorize them. I saw you only using the bold. There was not much deployment of some materials which will have much more, aided your students. But on the overall, except for your entry, the MC was talking about some of the teachers who just enter quietly. You enter quietly, but the excitement came later. I think it should start from the very time you enter. But you were good, and unlike the last time. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well done. I congratulate you. But I want to go in line with the other judges that your entering point was very, very low. And the topic at hand, I think it's such an interesting topic that ordinarily it's expected that this natural thing you are talking about, they are things you can actually find around you. So it will have been better if you had made them handy to your students, at least to relate to it, instead of relying totally on the technology. So it's a fantastic thing. So you have tried, and I believe you can do more better next time. But all in all, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Alaja Olole Shaye. Thank you very much, Dr. Benjamin. Thank you very much, Mrs. Lami Shea. Always a pleasure to see you teach impeccably dressed as usual. Can we clap for his dressing, please? It's always, even from the audition, it's been like that, and thank you for maintaining that. It's, it shines more light on how professional we can be, so please keep doing that, even when you're in your classroom. Very quickly from me, thank you very much for your bold slides with few words. In case you're saying, how do we use PowerPoint? He has given you a model way of how we should use PowerPoint. Very few words. It's mainly a pictorial medium. Thank you for doing that. You had some really good formative assessment towards the end, not exactly at the end, but towards the end you had started to round up with a mini plenary, and you were able to distinguish between your human, your capital, and your natural resources. Thank you for doing that. And finally, and I have marked you down for this because I spent Sunday dealing with this, you put lesson objectives, and you said at the end of the lesson, what you haven't done there is you haven't differentiated your lesson objectives from your success criteria, and therefore, as I said, I spent my Sunday taking you through that. Your WALT, yes, we are learning to, is different from your will, what I am looking for by the end of the lesson. Thank you very much. All the best.
I have a paper here, and this paper, I have numbers on them. So on this paper, I will have it on the board, on the table. You come and pick, listen to the rule of the game. You are picking number 1, and your chance of picking is just one time. The number you pick, you don't show to your friends. Is that okay? Yes, sir. Okay. Nigeria, are you? Okay, come and pick, please. Do this. Okay. Victor, please come and pick as well. Okay. Now, which number did you pick?
I picked number 8.
Number 8, and you?
Number 6.
Number 6. So why did you pick number 1?
Sir, you scattered the number. How am I supposed to know the number 1 is?
The numbers are scattered. Interesting. Okay. Thank you very much. Please have your seat. That is leading us to our class this morning. And our topic . From what Victor said, he said the numbers are scattered, right?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. And that is leading us to our topic, which is generating a random number.
When we are talking about random number, you are talking about a number that is just selected by chance from a set of other numbers. Look at this, everybody. Can you see? If you are to close your eyes and pick a number, you will discover that you can just pick a number at a time. So, how do we generate a random number? In our last class, we did Excel, right? Yes, so, I will still want you to continue with Excel, but I need a class assistant. Victor, please come up. Come up. Please. Command load Microsoft Excel. How to generate load Microsoft Excel, please. Yes. Okay, this is step 1, and step 2 is on any of the cells. Please type equal to, then run between, beautiful. The skill you will learn last week. Open a bracket, 6 to 10, 6, 10. Close the bracket and enter. Beautiful. This is random number. Between 6 and 10, we just generated this. Okay? Please sit down as we continue our class. Before we continue, we said a random number is a number that is picked at random. So let's go to this. Our keyword is equal opportunity. We have equal opportunity for every random number. So let's write this. But before we say this, Victor, how would you define random number?
Random number is a number chosen at chance, maybe.
Thank you. A number chosen by chance with equal opportunity. Let's write this as our assignment. Write this down as our assignment. Okay? Let's do this class activity in few seconds. How many words can you locate out from this? Yes. You have, how many have you seen?
3, sir.
You have seen 3.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Which one?
I saw random.
Okay.
I saw opportunity.
Yes.
And I saw 1.
Thank you very much. This is the end of the class.
Thank you very much, Dr. We're going to start with Professor Ibadi, then work our way through to Dr. Oluwadamilola and Dr. Christie. Prof, please.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes, sir.
I like your entry behavior. I like your dressing. They are very, very appropriate. You came with a short song and you welcome your students to class and you kept the tempo to the end of the lesson. I also noted that you interacted very usefully with the learners. We even brought them physically into the class and you brought them into the lesson. You involved them. And the time management perfect and you achieved your objectives. Thank you and congratulations. Thank you so much.
Mr. Well done. I was a bit apprehensive when you started how to generate random numbers. You picked up the numbers and I'm wondering, is that how we're going to generate? And I know you know how to generate the numbers, but I thought the time wasn't going to be enough for you to do this. So I was quite thrilled when you eventually did the generation of numbers on the Excel sheet. So well done for bringing it from the unknown, the known to the unknown. How you can do these things manually and how you can do them in an automated way. So well done and well done. I was also trying to find out what exactly are these random numbers, and you came back to it again and again. And what is quite fascinating for me is that this is all within 5 minutes, and you still had to write on the board, refer to your PowerPoint, which, by the way, was well done. It wasn't too wordy, and we are still writing on the board. So you were able to coordinate all that. That's just quite a fantastic way that you have taken your lessons. So well done. Congratulations.
Mr. Temitope, well done. Thank you. When you were coming in your introductory song, I was thinking I was going to see something like maybe you wanted to teach about time of the day because you were saying good morning, good morning. Oh, well, you were able to connect your presentation, the way you use your material, and you were really connecting with you connected with your students. That was very good. But I saw them pinching one another at a time. I didn't know whether you noticed that. Okay. And the use of puzzle words, you use some puzzles. So I don't know what connection they have with your with that topic. Okay. But I noticed that. So I was expecting that maybe you were going to be using something like number, because your topic was on generating number at random. But good presentation. Thank you. Well dressed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Say your sign already before I even have the mic. Let me first of all say thank you and well done. I can say many things about the lesson, I'll just say a few. But let me start off by commending you on how well you were dressed. I love the shoes, and if they were my size, I would be taking them home. Okay, having said that, you know my heart is with you. But I must tell you, as a mathematician, for me that lesson was a bit of a muddle. Yes. From the very start, there was just not enough. Well, after your song and then you got to the board, you did not progress the lesson quickly enough. For the first 2.5 minutes, at one time you tried to write on the board, it wasn't quite working. But remember, what you were writing on the board had already existed on your slides. And then you came back to it again as if they were trying to waste more time in 5 minutes. So you had spent half of the time had gone before you really got into the lesson. You generated one random number, whereas the whole idea of the lesson is to show your students how they can generate random numbers. You need to show them more than once or twice or 3 times so that muscle memory starts to take over. So a key thing was that even in telling him to, the gentleman who came up to help you, the student who came up to help you, you dictated to him rather than, see, one of the first questions you will always ask them with Excel is, how do we start off any formula? And any student will know in a class that yes, we press the equal sign. That has to come from them as a reminder. Yeah, so I'll just say one more thing, so it's not like I am flogging you verbally, but you showed the word equal opportunity. The word you were really grappling for, the phrase you were really grappling for was equal chance. As in, if I have a die which has 6 numbers, each of those 6 numbers has an equal chance of being chosen. That's really the meaning of random. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Allotropes. They mention examples of allotropes. We describe allotropes and give examples of allotropes.
Did you say mention the class? Which class?
Okay, SS2 class 1.
I can see you're ready. Please start the time.
Okay, sir. All right, good afternoon, class. Okay, before I proceed into the class, we had our music competition last week, and you guys can attest to the fact that Chinedu came first in music competition. You can be a chemistry student and still excel in music career. As a teacher, I'm going to support that. So I'm giving this musical instrument to Chinedu, Monica, for a massive first in music. Alright, so let us go straight into the class. So for today, I might want you to call me the magician. Alright, because we're doing some magic today. Chemistry as a subject contains several mysteries, but we are here to unravel the mysteries. So what do we have here, class? Bean seed. Alright, so I'm pouring the bean seed into the mystery box. Then after that, I have to just say, allostropos. Then let's see what happens. So what do we have here? Our akara. I've just transformed the bean seed into akara. That is transformation. So let's do this quickly, class. I'll give out papers to you. Just tell me what you can transform bean seeds to aside my akara. Okay, so let's stop. Alright, so I hope one of those things you have in your paper is displayed on the screen. So what is this class? A kuru, that's a nice one. What is this? Akara, okay? So what is this? We call this one the ewa, nice one. What is this? Moi moi. So what are we talking about? We have transformed things into different things. In chemistry, I made mention of something the other time, allotropos. What is allotropos? According to its Greek etymology, allos means order, while tropos means form. So when an element can exist in other forms, the same way beings can exist as akara, can exist as moimoi, we term that allotropy. But note something, they must be in the same physical state. Class, same physical state. That is very important. At the beginning of the class, we have a diagram here. This is a very sumptuous meal. What do we call this soup? This is bean soup, locally called begiri. Begiri as well is made from beans. Mark my words, made from beans and not made of beans, because I can't see the beans again, obviously. Note that, my English student. Alright, so it is also from the bean seed. But does it look like others? No. What state is begiri? Solid, liquid, or gas? Liquid. What state is akara? What state is moi moi? What state is beans? And every ekuru, solid. So when you see it existing in different forms, but in the same state, we call it what? Allotropy. Agege is in which state? Ekpe is in which state? There are two different places, but in the same state, Lagos state. Alright, so let us move quickly. So now let's look at this. This is chemistry. We all know about carbon, right? Carbon is an element and it has its allotropes as well. Quick one. Let us count. How many letters do we have in the word carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the reason why the atomic number of carbon is 6. Then 6 times 2 becomes what? 12. Mass number is what? 12. So as chemistry students, we can learn all of these things in a seamless manner. Alright, so let's look at the allotropes of carbon. What's the first one here? Graphite. We make the lead of a pencil with graphite. When you plot a graph, class, what do you use to plot a graph? Pencil or pen? Pencil. So you plot graph with pencil. So the lead in pencil is made from graphite. Graphite. Simple as that. You link things up together this way. Let's forget. So what do we use carbon to make, right? Okay, very quick one. What about charcoal to cook? Now let's look at this one here. Coke. When I say coke, it's not this. What do we call this? Coca-Cola. Coke is in chemistry. So each time you pick up your bottle of Coke, know that you are handling an allotropy of carbon. So we have a game here. Quick one. C-O-K-E. And Coke is what? An allotrope of carbon. Alright? So let's go to the assignment. State the meaning of allotropy. That's question 1. Question 2. Name the allotropes of carbon. Then question 3, mention 2 other elements that exhibit allotropy. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much, audience. Yeah, you've seen 7 Up. Let's start off with Mrs. Lavicon, and the microphone will work its way to my right.
Bolaji, that was a very interesting lesson. I enjoyed the way that you made us hungry and that made us learn. Yes, very practical. I'm sure the students would have come across the allotropes of beans one way or the other, and then linked it directly with carbon, which is very good because that is coming from what they know into the unknown. And I could also see that the assignment seemed to be, it would have elements of research. They would have to research because not all that you asked them for the assignment was taught in class. So they would have to now extend themselves by doing some research. So very good lesson, well done.
I am not a Nigerian, but your teaching was delicious. When I saw the soup on the board, I was thinking about what I ate this morning. that is called fisherman soup. You know, I mean, you taught as a balanced teacher. At some point, you emphasize English. You know, teaching. He said, made from beans, and not made of beans. You know, and then you spoke about awarding the student with music. You know, music award. I mean, your class is balanced, and I think. And lastly, you connected to real life situations. I will leave from there with something on my mind. Thank you.
Well done, well done, well done. For me as a person, I am not coming from a science background, but listening to your teaching, I'm imagining myself to be a chemist teacher. I have everything from the beginning up to the end of the class is so amazing. Congratulations to you.
Abolade, always a pleasure to see you do your thing. Yes, I do look forward to seeing you. I can say many things, but my co-judges have said more or less everything. They've said everything really. I'm just going to reiterate in a slightly different way. I keep saying this phrase. It's from a French psychologist. The more you link, the more you learn. And you were full of links from the etymology to carbon and its allotropes. So you see, even now I'm using the word allotropes. That wasn't in my vocabulary before I came here today. Yes, and to beans and its allotropes. And how you mentioned states. You just had it all in this lesson. The only part I can say in this lesson was that it was like butter. That's how your lesson was. Thank you very much.
English language. The topic is regular and irregular verbs, and I'll be taking grade 9 class.
What are your objectives today?
We are learning to describe regular and irregular verbs. We're learning to give examples of regular and irregular verbs and to use them in sentences correctly.
Deep breath, off you go.
Thank you. So in the last class we learned adverbs, right? And we said that adverbs are what? Tuji, do you remember what we said adverbs are? Adverb helps verbs, and examples of adverbs we have. Yes? Anybody? Tola? Beautifully. Okay. Yes, Tuji? Wonderful. So today we're going to be discussing regular and irregular verbs. So now, what are regular verbs? Regular verbs are verbs that take D or ED suffix to form their past tense. They take the D or the ED suffix to form their past tense. Examples, we have clap and clapped. We have kick and kicked. It takes the D or the ED suffix. Very quickly, Tola, please pick up your flashcard. What word do you have there? Hold, beautiful. And the past form of hold is what? Is it hold or fold? Fold, sorry. And the past form is the what? Folded. That is correct. And now we go to irregular verbs. Irregular verbs do not take the D or ED suffix to form their past tense. They come in different forms. Some do not change form, but some do change form. But don't forget, they do not take the D or ED suffix to form their past tense. Example, we have sit, sat, catch, caught. And we also have take, took. Tuji, can I see your flashcard? Okay, sorry, not you. Anybody with an irregular verb on table? Point. The past tense of point is what? Pointed. Is that a regular verb or an irregular verb? That is a regular verb. Beautiful. So now let's quickly look at the class activity we have for today. The N dash, we have to change this to the correct verb form to fit in the sentence. The N dash looked at an egg 5 minutes ago. Yeah? So the answer is what? The answer is looked. The answer is looked. Many children dash drink every day. What form are we going to have here? Drink is going to change to what? Drink is going to change to drank. Is drank a regular verb or an irregular verb? It is an irregular verb. Beautiful. George dash get a new jacket last year. The past form of get is what? It is got. A round of applause for yourselves, everybody. Now, is got a regular verb or an irregular verb? Irregular verb. Beautiful. Now, let's come to our chart, everybody. We have destroyed as the past tense. What is the present form going to be? Yes? Cynthia? Destroy. That is beautiful. It is going to be destroy. Is this a regular verb or an irregular verb? It is a regular verb. Now, let's come to the next table. The present form of ong is what? Is and. Okay? I'd like to see someone use this in a sentence. Yes? And, ong. Yes? Anybody? Anybody? Now, what if we have and, and? What is the difference between this and ong? Anybody? Tola, you want to try? Anybody? Question. What is the difference between and ong?
Okay, one is present, one is past.
And back to the chat here we have ong. Now, we use and for non-living things. I hung my shirt. Yes, sorry, we use and for living things, for human beings. Mr. Tuji was hanged. That means he was eliminated. And if we have, here we have I hung my shirt outside. Please, let's not mix that up. Now, let's go back to our flashcards, everybody. Make sure your neighbor isn't seeing what you have there. What do you have on your flashcard, Titi? Read. Read. The passive of read is what? Read. Is that a regular verb or an irregular verb? It is a regular verb. Thank you. So now let's take down this assignment. Everybody, take down the assignment. And now we have an activity. We have an activity. The first child here, what is this person doing? Climb. And the passive of climb is what? Climb. The second one is what? And the past tense is what? And the last? And the past tense is what? A round of applause for yourselves, everybody.
Well done. Certainly you spoke very well, you dressed very well, you presented the lesson very well, and interacted usefully with your learners. I think at best, one would have preferred that you don't say no, like to throw a question, questions directed to those on the item. In that context, your students were not on the item. So, please, let's watch that. Your students were not here. At best, we use those on the right. And the positioning of your media should have faced the cameras better than the people on the item. Because we want you to teach naturally, not inducing us to answer questions. Really. So, otherwise, you are very okay. Your teaching was very interesting. Objective achieved. Thank you.
Well done. I liked your English lesson. I liked it because of how systematic you taught. I like the fact that you took us through the difference between the regular and irregular verbs, and it was easy to understand, especially when you started talking about hang and hung and act. So the word hang has a regular form and as well as an irregular form. That was really good. And I have learned that today. Just remind me again. Hung is for non-living things and hang is for living things. I wouldn't forget that again. So thank you very much. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for also involving, your students, even though we can be a student. Thank you very much for how you have taken this lesson and for keeping to the time. I'm always fascinated about what you are all able to do within 5 minutes. Actually get the objectives achieved, actually ensure that learning has taken place. That is something that a whole lot of teachers cannot achieve in 40 minutes. So you should be proud of yourselves, not just you, but for every one of you. Thank you very much for a good job.
Mr. Mayinka Olajiran, anytime you come on stage, you are always very apt. Straight to the lesson, simplistic, very simple, and explicit. You are very, very accurate. The content is very accurate, and you connected with us, even though we were not supposed to be your students. You still connected with us, and you were able to achieve your objectives within the 5 minutes. Appearance, well done.
Thank you very much, Dr. Christie. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Oluwadamilo, and thank you very much, sat right next to me, Professor Oyebade. Always a pleasure to see your lesson. I look forward to your lessons, and you go into detail as well. You know, the good thing about your lesson was that your objectives have been achieved within the first 2.5 to 3 minutes of the lesson. What you spent the rest of the lesson doing was going a bit deeper and just emphasize maybe one consolidation and deepening. Thank you very much for doing that. I like as well, as Dr. Oluwadamilo said, that you drew out the difference when you have to have the past in terms of hang, the difference between hung and hanged. And the phrase I always remember is that someone like Guy Fawkes, if you can remember a guy called Guy Fawkes, that's a very UK thing, he was hanged, drawn and quartered, as was the gentleman from Braveheart. Thank you very much for your lesson. Always a pleasure.
Let's keep clapping for Olayinka.
I'll be teaching economics, year 10.
What are your objectives?
Okay, we are learning to be able to state the meaning of total revenue, average revenue, and also be able to calculate total revenue and average revenue. Thank you.
Are you ready?
I am.
Please start your time.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, good morning, class. How are you today? You are doing very well. Thank you. What do you have for me? Average, Bob Farida. Latifa. Revenue. Thank you, Benjamin. So we are going to critically analyze the case study now. Physically analyze the case study.
Okay. 5,000 naira. Okay, how much did you teach? I want for 2,500. Let me give you 2, 3. I don't want that for you. Manage it. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, now from this scenario.
10,000 naira. Thank you, Jesus.
What do you think has just happened, Farida? Farida, what do you think has just happened? Wonderful. Fantastic. What do you think has taken place?
Buying and selling.
Buying and selling. Okay, that's beautiful. Our topic today is revenue. In the last class, we talked about cost of unit of production of a changing. So we want to talk about the sales of changing. And you can see the seller said the cost price is 2,500. The cost price is 2,500. And the total at the end of the sale was 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. So that's the total sales. 10,000 naira. So who can tell me what total revenue is all about? Farida. Total revenue, Farida said that total revenue is the total receipt from the seller of chinchin. That is 10,000 naira. A jar of chinchin is 2,005 multiplied by 4 units. One, Benjamin, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 10,000 naira. Now we move to average revenue. See, 2,500 times 4 equals to 10,000. Look at the chinchin, very yummy. That was why he was able to sell the chinchin. Now we want to talk about average revenue. Benjamin, what is the average revenue of a chinchin? How much did the seller sell a jar of a chinchin? 2,500. Fantastic. A round of applause for Benjamin. 2,500. And now you can see that the average revenue is equals to price. That is the price of the chinchin. And let me remind you, sales of revenue is not the same thing as profit. The seller realized 10,000 naira. That is not the seller's profit. Are we on the same page? So, now we're going to quickly do this. We're going to calculate this. In the paper with you, you're going to calculate your average revenue and your total revenue. The youngest, you can do that. Blessing, what is your average revenue? 2,000. Is she right? A round of applause for Blessing. Farida, what is your total revenue? Benjamin, yes, what do you have? 12,000. That is very beautiful. That says that the 6 pairs of shoe cost 2,000 naira for the price. So 2,000 times 12 times 6 equals to 12,000. And the average revenue is 2,000 naira. That is the price per unit of the product. And don't forget, it is not the same thing as the profit. So in our last class, we start with the production of chinchin. Kukola made this chinchin for us, and you can see it there. And everybody tasted the chinchin. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We just...
I like the graphical illustrations that you brought in to introduce the lesson. You brought in life into the lesson by bringing the goods, the selling that took place. Very, very appropriate. Very, very appropriate. Then you dressed quite very well. You are very, very courageous. And all I need to just say to encourage more of professionalism is to manage the class very, very well. Waiting for the answers, particularly on this side, it's not very good enough. Yes, you will see that the person who answered you on the right was preparing to answer questions. We are here trying to write and judge like we are judges. We won't be distracted wanting to listen to you as well as we are writing. Being professional is to face the class on the right. Otherwise, you did very, very well. Very, very well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Professor. You got it, Mrs. Naira.
Okay, thank you very much, Miriam. A good lesson, an excellent lesson, practical. I like the fact that first and foremost, totally related this class with your previous class. It was a good progression. And I believe that you were already pointing to what the next lesson was going to be about. So there was a total linkage to what you were doing. The role play, of course, all students always like that. And it engages because they see the reality of what was going on. I would say that probably your slides might be, you spent time giving out, you had the question on the board, and then you also were giving us some sheets of paper. Again, we were not your students, so that took a little bit of time. Another time in class, we wouldn't need to do all of that. But all in all, it was a very good lesson. The key words were properly used, and I believe that the students went away with a good idea of what they are testing to. Well done.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Naira. Yes, you can clap. If you want to clap, please clap. Remind me, remind me, what class are we looking at then? What class are we looking at? Yes, and that's SS2. SS1, thank you very much, yes, SS1. Okay, thank you very much. I mean, it would be churlish if I did not first of all say thank you very much for hosting us. I know you belong here, and so you're used to this space, and thank you very much for having this whole competition here. So you can also pass that on to the owner of the school. Thank you. I love the cameo by Mr. Nengi. Yes, I love the market scene, but I must say we must always distinguish between being simple and simplicity. I'm not too sure. Probably I'll ask you the question and you can feel free to respond. I'm asking you, your year 10 students, 4 times 2,500. Is that something they have not come across before? What have they left the class with as a new knowledge? I'm just asking as a genuine question. What would they
I present to you the finest, some of the finest. One of them, 3 of them will be our first, second, and third. But these are some of the finest teachers that you can find right now in this country, and we celebrate it. Thank you very much for taking your bow. Now you can join the audience. Now you can greet your people and mingle. Another round of applause, please. I want to call the judges are also going to speak, but before they do that, I'm going to call some of the contestants, 2 of them that were not able to make it to the final 7, but fantastic in their own jurisdiction. They've also done well. I want them to share their experience.
The organizer of this event, of this program, I think they've really done well. To bring the teachers into limelight is not an easy thing, and we so much appreciate it. For the 4 weeks we've been in the house, it has been interactive, it has been an interesting one. I think the organizers, especially Dr. Adebare, has showcased so many skills, so many, I'm going to summarize it in the 5 N's. They have modeled values, they have modeled characters, they've modeled so many things that we admire, that we wish to be. And not just modeling it, not just showing us those traits, those skills, those values. They went ahead to mentor us, telling us how they acquire those skills, telling us how we can go about it, giving us their success secrets. Not just only giving us their success secret, they still went ahead to motivate us to ensure that we end up being like them. Now we are ready to go out there to showcase all we've learned, which is to multiply all the things they modeled, they mentored, they motivated. We are now ready to go there and multiply it. I say thank you so much, the organizers, for the great privilege. Thank you.
I want to really appreciate whoever came up with this vision. We are leaving this house or this experience and going into the educational sector to reproduce ourselves. You know, we've gone through one of the trainings that we went through, that is methodology. Every of these 18 contestants that you are seeing today is a methodology expert. You know, you can't stay with Dr. Adebare Egunjobi and even for 2 minutes and still be the same. You know, we're going into the larger society to impart what we have learned within this 4 weeks. A lot of children out there are struggling because the teachers are using the wrong methodology. or the wrong methodologies. You know, one of the teachings that we will not forget is the learning styles of different children. We've discovered through the training that every child has a specific learning style, and if you as a teacher has not identified the specific learning style of that child, then you think that child has a problem. But no, the problem is not actually with the child, but with the teacher using the wrong methodology. We are going.
My name is Naira Akonde. My code is today. Hello, an African child. Hello, parents. Hello, well wishers. I am Naira Akonde. 019 MA is my code. Wow, it's a wonderful experience with teacher Wayne. In the last few years, I would not have thought I would be here, but thank God that I am here to experience this privilege. It's a privilege for me. It's a wonderful journey to learn, unlearn and relearn, to pick up a good habit, to make teaching student-centered, to be more competent and professional in my way of teaching. I appreciate the organizer for making teachers become the best of their ability. And for me, it has always been a competition against myself. I'm not competing with anyone. I'm just competing to be the best teacher for an African child. To my learners out there, I don't want any child to be broken or damaged because of me. I want a teacher to see me as a safe haven for learning. I want a student to be happy because of me in learning. I want to be a teacher that radiates a smile on a child's face. Thank you very much. Be an individual that wants to become a teacher. I will tell you that it's not all about academic skills alone. Being a teacher encompasses you being total, full. It includes academic, morals, and being kind. If everyone that wants to become a teacher is kind, then the world will become a better place. And don't forget, the future of this generation rests on the shoulder of a teacher. So as a teacher, you need to be empathetic. You need to be enthusiastic. You need to be passionate to become that teacher for an African child, a total African child, who is not broken, who is not damaged. Thank you so much.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Femi Patrick Oyedoyin. I am from City of Knowledge Academy, Ijebu-Ode, and I am one of the finalists for Teach and Win reality show. Wow, what a very, very nice program, Teach and Win reality show. Kudos to the organizers. Oh, they really did so well. What's going on? I mean, this is a type of program we should have a lot of sponsors. So if you are out there and you are looking for any program you want to sponsor, this is the type of program you should sponsor. I mean, then are you a teacher out there and you want to express yourself, you want to be the best teacher in Nigeria, this is the type of program you should attend. And I so much love this program. I have learned a lot from every form of coaching, every form of certification, every form of drilling, even within the house. I mean, you can imagine from 1,000 down to 18 teachers, and here we are today. Wow, kudos to the organizers and to the students out there. If you want to become a teacher, I am telling you, you can go for it. You can go for it. Who says teaching has a very low financial financial up. But I will tell you that even with that, you can still go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You can be a very good teacher. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, my name is Khadija Badegashin and my code is 006KG. I am a teacher at Noble Guide Academy, FCT Kubwa FCT. Yeah, my journey to teach and win has been so tasking and fantastic, but everything that has to be good and nice has to be tasking. So I accept that. At home, in the house, everything has gone well. My experience is I have been able to learn good things, new things, mingle with different people from different backgrounds, and finally I was able to cope and get to the final level where we had to compete today. I feel I have done my best, and I leave the remaining to God to be my witness. And I know that my students out there who will be willing, from what I have portrayed today, to be a teacher like I am. And I pray if you try to do that, the sky is going to be your starting point. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
My name is Abolaji Abraham Almojid. Okay, I'm from Rex and Regional College, Tokwemu, Agege, here in Lagos State. Yeah, I'm proud and I'm happy to be a part of Teach and Win. I got to learn about Teach and Win program by my mentor in person of Mr. Rashid Dere. Okay, so he told me about the program, and yeah, I've been able to participate favorably with my colleagues. The experience in the house has been so awesome. I've learned a lot. I'm a better person. I'm going back out there to be a better teacher. Okay, so I'm saying this all to every student out there. You can actually go back to your drawing board, get better. Teaching profession is something that is worthwhile. Today, I'm proud to say I am a teacher. Thank you.
Out there, my name is Temitope Abimbola Agbodi. I am a contestant in the house Teach and Win with the code number 010TG. How did I get to the house? It has been so awesome to be in the house. I saw it on the internet and I decided to apply. Okay, let's give it an opportunity. Let's just showcase ourselves, teachers, to the world, and to God be the glory. Out of 950 teachers, 20 teachers were able to make it to the house. The house was actually wonderful. It was an awesome experience meeting with different people from different political regions of their country, from north to the east, down to the southwest, and every part of the country. In fact, it has fostered more on how to live with other people, irrespective of their religion, irrespective of their background, irrespective of their tribe. It has been so wonderful to be in the house. And what are those things that stood as my advice to the upcoming ones? In fact, the teaching profession has gone beyond not getting an admission and going into education. It is something that calls for passion. Please, if you have the passion, please stay up on board. Come to the field, show yourself to the limelight, because there is a whole lot of things. We are actually not working with files, but we are working with the life of innocent generations that are growing up to handle our dear country. So therefore, my people, I am advising the younger ones outside there that teaching profession is a noble profession, and is a profession taking you to the next level. Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Hello. Okay. Excellent day to you, wherever you are watching me from. My name is Usanga Williams Nse. I am representing First New Generation Citadel. First New Generation Citadel is a sixth form school, which are very, very important in letting every of our students know the importance of teaching. So, what I want to say regarding this Teach and Win, I want to let you know that it has been an exciting journey so far, and want to congratulate every participant that have took their time here to let us know that teachers are very important to the societies, and they can be very, very appreciated in a platform of such. So for that very reason, First New Generation Citadel will be sponsoring 15 students, 15 teachers that will be coming up in this very platform on the next section. And from my experience on this very program, I want to tell you that is worth participating in, and I will encourage everybody to take part in this and make our teacher proud. Because of the truth, as a teacher in a Nigeria context, we say little about them, but in a platform like this, we bring them to the limelight and we make everybody understand that they are proud to be celebrated with. So on this long run, I want to let you know that Teach and Win has come to stay, and I will want to encourage everybody to come into it and make it a success on the next platform. Thank you.
What's my take on it? You know, Denzel Washington said in a movie called Training Day that every day is a training day. And today, even I think I learned something. And one of the things I learned, especially as a Nigerian, be it British born or Nigerian born, is that, you know, every day is a training day. And today, even I think I learned something. And one of the things I learned, especially as a Nigerian, be it British born or Nigerian born, is that, you know, every day is a training day. And today, even I think I learned something. And one of the things I learned, especially as a Nigerian, be it British born or Nigerian born, is that we need to eradicate a certain word in the Nigerian vocabulary, and that word is common. Right? There's no such thing as a common teacher. All these guys and girls here today, they've put their heart on their sleeves and they've put themselves out. They've left their daily lives to come out here and exhibit exactly what it is that they do for a living. And personally, me as a person, I've sat here and I've listened to all the exhibitions and all the everything that they've got to give, and I'm in awe of these people, right? And Nigerians especially, whether you are a lay worker or a master of industry, you actually have to remember that there is no such word as a common teacher. A teacher is a teacher, and a teacher is also someone you have to respect. Why? Because of the fact that before you got to where you are in industry, it was a teacher that taught you. And even while you're in industry, right, there's a lot of places in this country that send people off on courses. It's a teacher that's going to teach you. Right, so please let us start to respect these people that we call teachers, right, and give them the props that they deserve. I have no idea. It's a close one. Don't put me on the spot. Don't give up. Don't give up. You should never give up. Listen, the fact that they got this far, they're all winners. Right? The fact that they've got this far, they are all winners. Right? You may not go home with a 2.5 million Naira check, but you are a winner, right? Because you made it onto the national stage. People have seen you. They know what you're capable of, right? So keep going, right? Keep going. Don't give up. My name is Colonel Michael Binga-Osha.
The organizers of this program. This is the first of its kind. This is the maiden edition in Nigeria, and I really want to congratulate them. The teachers, for the first time, are being recognized, and I really want to say the organizers have done so well to put up this fantastic and wonderful program.
So, do you think anybody, as in who is going to win this battle? Do you have any idea of who is going to win the battle?
Well, the best you just win. The best you just win. Actually, I'm the MD of Arkview Investment Limited. So we are here to support the organizers of the program by giving 2 plots of land, free of charge to the winner of this competition. So we are presenting them the certificates of, the documents today. So I just pray that the best, person wins this, organization. The program. Thank you.
For those who are already out of the game.
Well, they can try again next time. When it's competition, is all about you trying, and at the end of the day, if you win, we congratulate you, but they can try again anyway. So I encourage them to. I think the next edition is coming up by December, and I understand that the form will be out in another 2 weeks. They can enroll again, get the form, and I pray that they win next time. Sorry? Okay, Gbero Idowu is my name. MD Arkview Investment Limited.
Today's result at 88.1, number 4th, that's the 4th position, Mariam Akonde. 88.1 at number 4. At number 3, 88.8. Olayinka Oladiro, number 3, at 88.8. Number 2, 91.9. Wow. Femi Oyedewi. And number 1, the one that, not the final, but today, don't let our blood rise yet. For today, the one they give to us life. the magician that turned beans to akara. Abraham Apology number 1. A round of applause. At 95%. That is a round of applause, please. So give us 5 minutes. Let collectors add them to what they had before.
Thank you very much, Book Chase and Company. We appreciate you. Abolaji Abraham Bolaji took the best position, the highest position in Chinese language. Now, presentation of certificate on complete teacher training and certification program, Deacon Lawrence Oke. Representing the National Secretary, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools in Nigeria, will be presenting the certificate to them one by one. You can come here, sir. Please come here. Okay. is no loser. Chioma Okonta. If for this certificate alone, Abolaji Abraham, you should encourage all your teachers to participate in the next edition. The schools they are coming back to cannot just remain the same again. Miriam Akane. Four certifications within 30 days. Blessing Okwoke. Audrey Karimat. Antonio Apollo. What an experience in the, you can hold on there. What an experience in the house. You can imagine, Gadigeshin Taufik, you can imagine the rigorous training these ones have gone through in 30 days. These are training programs that people pay millions to get. And if we shall build Emmanuel, Teach and Win has given to them free of charge. Nengi Akoko. Imagine them coming here with their bags, Femi Oyedoyin, and going back with 4 certifications. Their values cannot remain the same again. They have become more lucrative. Temitope Godi. Victor. Olayinka. Followed by Florence. And followed by Oluwaseyi. They have come, they have seen, they have conquered. And this is Alhaji Mahmood representing 4 certifications. Abolaji Abraham. Followed by Miriam Akonde. That will tell you that all the teachers are celebrated, all the teachers are trained, all the teachers are certified. Blessing Okwoke, all the teachers are champions here. What they are being given here is worth more than gold. Audrey Karimot. These are certifications that we announced them for life.
Now this is the total final. All that they have had in the house, all that they have accumulated in the house, and of course they have also been monitoring, they have been calculating along so they can take their biros. In fact, I'm sure they already did that. Number 7. The 7th position at 72 total Total score at 72.6%. Olusegun Oluwaseyi Ojusaga. As I mention your name, you come behind me. Come to the stage behind me. Yeah, they're coming out now. They'll file out behind me. Round of applause. Just go up, topmost. You deserve that. Another round of applause. At number 6, with a total percentage of 74.2. Temitope Body. You can breathe in and breathe out. And number 5, 78.9, the 5th position. Wow. Oladiran Olayinka. Always a delight to hear her teach. Her teaching is caressing. You know, caressing your soul. You enjoy it. Another round of applause, please. Number 4 at the 4th position. 80.9%. Badegesh candidates. So we have first, second, third now. Who goes home with a 2.5 million naira, 1.5 million naira, and 1 million? And we have 3 wonderful plots of lands already. Before we got here, we had 2 plots of land. One for the winner and one for the first runner. We have the third now. So the 3 of them are becoming landlords. Number 3, the 3rd position, a fighter, a delight to watch, a delight to listen to. A magician. Apology, Abraham. Congratulations, brother. I celebrate you. You will teach me how to do abracadabra. It's getting hotter, isn't it? Please turn on the AC here. It's getting hotter. Where are the fireworks? Come and stand by me. Don't worry, we are still going to present the certificate to them. Percentage, Abolaji, 81.2. 81.2. That's the 3rd position. The 2nd position, just slightly above, just like 0 point something %. Who is it going to be? We have just 2 persons left. I have said anyone that wins this among the 7, I am good. The 2nd position, 81.8%. And our first runner-up, Akonde Miriam. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. A round of applause. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. And the winner, 2024 Teach and Win reality show, Femi Oyeka. These are the best teachers in Nigeria for today. Nobody comes near them anywhere in the world. A round of applause unto them. From number 4 to 7, please return to your seats and let number 1 to 3 move to the highest podium. Move back, move back. A round of applause. Thank you, thank you. Fighters. All right, this is the presentation of the certificates. I'll start from the third position. We already know. And to present that is the CEO of Book, Toy and Hub, Mrs. Adams. Wherever you are, please. From wherever you are. Okay, please stand here. The third position, please step forward. The magician, Abolaji Abraham. This is your... Oh my God, oh my God. Thank you very much. Okay, hold it with one hand and I want you to shake him with the other. Okay, congratulations, Abolaji. Cameraman, do we take them? Again, the handshake, please. The handshake. Do it intentionally, do it proudly. Be proud for once you are permitted. No, bring your hand here to the front. Let me see the handshake. A round of applause, please. Okay, step back, step back, step back. Thank you. Congratulations, congratulations. You are not going yet, madam. You are presenting something to me. Okay. The second, to present the second check, is the MD Agview Investments. MD Agview Investments Limited, the Managing Director, Agview Investments Limited. Wherever you are, sir. Yes, Honorable Okekbero, wherever you are. Okay, he's here. Please stand here, sir. Incidentally, he is also the MD of Signatures Apartment, where we use as the house, the camp. A round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Max. Thank you very much. Okay. We want the contestants to dance. They need to shake off all the tension, all the stress. Even if it is 2-5 minutes before you go, let us say that our teachers too can also dance. Please, where are they? Okay, while we are waiting, your presentation. Okay, first, second, third, also have present from Books and Toy. From the third. Second, Miriam. Thank you. And Mr. Femi, how are you doing? Okay, landlord. A round of applause, thank you very much. All right, contestant, we want to see how you...
I am the CEO Arkview Investments Limited. In Arkview, we make people landlords. What we do is to give value to the people by providing affordable homes, housing for the good people of Nigeria. In Nigeria today, we have the most affordable project ongoing, and we have the biggest privately owned estate in Ogun State as we speak. And we are here to support the Teach and Win program, basically because it is worthwhile. Teachers are the trainers of leaders. All the leaders you have in the world were all trained by teachers. And when you talk about teachers, they are the pillars, of a country. For any country to grow in life, to grow, the teachers must be up and doing. So when we saw that opportunity, we said, okay, let's support this initiative.
All right, in your housing estate, is it affordable for everybody, or you have a special class for it?
In Arkview Investment Limited, we have project that is affordable for all. We have project for every human strata. That is, we have project for the low-income earners, we have for the middle-income earners, and we have project for the high-income earners. So there is something for everybody in Arkview Investments Limited.
Okay. What's your company's interest?
Our interest is to see, make sure that everybody become landlords, and we saw that this initiative is a laudable one. When we saw that some companies are, supporting some reality shows that are not worthwhile for me, whereby you see young adults, touching themselves, something that there's nothing to really gain. If I had to ban my children from watching such programs, but for this is one initiative that should be supported with every effort. And for us, we want more of this. And so there's no special, nothing really attached like something to be made at the end of the day, but it's just a selfless service to humanity. Most importantly, teachers. Because nobody is looking at their side. Everybody believes that the gain of teachers is in heaven. No, they can also enjoy their gain here, right on earth.
How old is the company and the achievements?
Arkview Investment Limited is 14 years. We've been around for 14 years now, and we have been able to achieve so much. We have 26 estates with over 25,000 clients, and we have over 5,000 workforce. Talk about marketers, workers. We are building in over 10 locations, and there are workers everywhere. talk about development. Our core value as a company is it's called the 4 Ds. We are determined in making sure that despite the hard economy, the situation in the country, we are determined in making sure that everything we set our hearts into achieving, we always achieve it. We are always developing all our estates. When you get to our project, we develop. You know, and when it comes to documentations, we process our papers. And when we talk about delivery, we always deliver. And that's why in the last 14 years, nobody has ever called us out. We have never had any court case or any police report. You see our brand ambassador, Mama Rainbow, talking about our project every time. So we pride ourselves in what we do, in giving value to the good people of Nigeria, both home and in diaspora. I'm Dr. Segun Oshundairu, CEO Arkview Investments Limited. And we are proud to support the Teach and Win project, and we would like to see more of this and also to support in subsequent editions. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for having me.
And I appreciate God. I am excited actually. I'm the winner of Teach and Win reality show 2024, the first of its kind, and I am the first winner. Today is like a dream come true. Now they say something that the reward of teacher is in heaven, but you see, we're already getting it on earth here. A celebrity teacher, wow, I can't imagine this day, and I thank God for that. I thank all my teachers, those who taught me right from my primary school till date. I thank all my lecturers, professors, all my friends and families. I appreciate you all. I particularly appreciate the organizers of this program. My coach here, Dr. Adebare, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everyone over there, all teachers over there. Thank you so much. You see, what I will say is this: keep on doing what you are doing. One day, you will be remembered. Continue doing that. Now, who says a student cannot pick or choose teaching as a career? Yes, you can do it, and we'll continue to work on that. Yes, I teach at City of Knowledge Academy, Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, and I teach biology. I appreciate my head of school. Thank you so much. All the CKA community, thank you for believing in me. My friends, the amigos, and everybody, thank you so much for believing in me. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Is scholarly enterprise by its level of industry commitment to excellent educational delivery. He flew in all the way from Monrovia, Liberia for this program alone. He is one of our judges. He was there to assess the last segment of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the national president, National Association of Principals of Schools from Liberia. He is the president, Lycosis, and is one time the winner of Best Teachers Award from Liberia. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome Dr. Benjamin Way, all the way from Monrovia, Liberia. He is the national president of National Association of Principals of Schools in Liberia, and he is here. That shows the Pan-African spirit of this event. You are welcome, Dr. Benjamin. And with this, we have come to the introduction of the judges. They are going to be here doing what they know how to do best, and by the time we are leaving this place, they will have finished their competition and they will be announcing the results of the finalists of this contestant to us today. We also have, I need two of the ushers, please. We have Mr. Adebukola, please help us get this seat ready for our special guest. Please, let's reserve this place, please. Please, let's reserve this place. So, we have in the house today 6 judges, and the 6 of them have been there from beginning. It's not that they are starting today. We have one of our week 2 judges. She is an associate professor of education, University of Lagos, and she is an educationist to the core. I call her a teacher of teachers. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring to the high table Dr. Mrs. Christy Omotuyole, Associate Professor of Education, Faculty of Education, University of Lagos. Dr. Christy Omotuyole. Please let the clapping continue until she takes her seat, please. Let the clapping continue. Let the clapping continue. Let the clapping continue until she takes her seat. Thank you very much. For this occasion, we are the following special guests of honor. Because of their support and belief in this vision, we have come this far. And we are so glad that they are in the house today. The first person I'm going to be inviting is the National Chairman, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools in Nigeria. That is the umbrella body of all the proprietors of private schools in Nigeria, ably represented by the Southwest Zonal Secretary, Deacon Lawrence Oke, standing for NAPS Nigeria. Shall we put our hands together? Let the clapping continue until he takes his seat. Let the clapping continue. Let the clapping continue. The clapping continues. This is National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools in Nigeria. You are welcome, sir. We also are in our midst representing the State President, Association of Model Islamic Schools for Lagos State. We extend our tentacles to all the proprietors associations across the country, and we work in partnership with all agencies that are into education. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome Alhaji Mahmood, representing the State President, Alhaji Mahmood, Association of Model Islamic Schools. We also have in the house Association for Formidable Education, Lagos State Branch. Let's put our hands together for Mrs. Folashade Akintoye. Mrs. Folashade Akintoye. Please let the clapping continue. This is Association for Formidable Educational Development. Association for Formidable Educational Development. Let the clapping continue, please. These are the shakers and movers of education in Nigeria. So, in this hall, we have ASEN, we have NAPS, we have AMIS, we have AFED. We have brought all the proprietors associations under one hall. But I will not stop until I have introduced League of Muslim Proprietors of Schools. They are also equally represented And the team is led by the State Secretary, Lagos State, Mrs. Rashida Olong-Nishayi. Please, if she's around, is she around yet? We recognize everyone present in today's event. We want to recognize the CEO of Book and Toys Hall, one of the main sponsors of this event. They have been there throughout the event. They kitted our contestants and they provided quite a number of resources and support, both in cash and in kind. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we recognize Mrs. Adams, the CEO, Books and Toys Hall. Shall we put our hands together? Thank you. The representatives of Book Chase and Company. Book Chase and Company. Hands together for EdTech, please. EdTech Interactive, where are you? Please find your way to the front seat here. The representative of EdTech. EdTech, please. They have done very well. Okay, you are EdTech. All right. EdTech has done very well. They gave us all the boards that we used throughout the competition, and they kitted all our contestants as well. And Lord, we also have OPEX. OPEX kitted our contestants, and OPEX supported this program both in cash and in kind. As other sponsors are coming in, we'll continue to introduce them to us. And now I want to introduce excellent display of teaching methodologies. These teachers are exceptional. These teachers are good. These teachers are fantastic. A win for the contestants, all the teachers will teach and win Nigeria. Let the clapping continue. They are great representatives of their schools, representatives of their states, representatives of the association they belong to, representatives of the education industry, representative of Nigeria. Please let's celebrate these ones. I know what I'm talking about. They are exceptional professionals when it comes to teaching, when it comes to education. They have done extremely well. Thank you, and God bless you all. You can have your seat. It is on this note that I am going to be handing over the microphone to the MC of this event, and as well the print and the electronic media and the traditional media, the social media. We appreciate your presence. Your support from the day one up to now has been quite tremendous, and we appreciate you. All the crew members, about 13 to 16 of them in the house, covering all the events, getting all the activities out. We celebrate all of you. You are all done well for the maiden edition of Teach and Win Nigeria, the largest and the biggest.
A lot of intrigues, a lot of challenges. Some of them worked during eviction. They bonded together. They have become family. It's been a wonderful experience having each of them in the house. And that is why they must come out to take a bath. The first person to take a bath here, Mrs. Chioma Okonta. You will come out to take a bath. They will see you. They will celebrate you. Please keep clapping until she comes. All the way from Enugu State. God knows how many kilometers she. You are not looking at me, you are looking at them. Take a bow, stand before the camera. It is your day, play to the gallery. Chioma Okonta, a fighter, a thespian, a teacher. And she's been wonderful in the house. Thank you, Chioma, for all that you have done in the house. Next is all the way from Owerri. We call her in the house Blessing Owerri. Blessing Iheme. A round of applause all the way from Imo State. Come take your bow, please. You are free to catwalk. Just 30 days in the house is not an easy thing, not a small thing. Thank you very much. You are not clapping. Next, we call him Akoko, we call him Nengi. Nengi Akoko all the way from Port Harcourt, He's a Port Harcourt boy, a Port Harcourt teacher, looking dapper, looking cute, the fine boy in the house. Thank you for all you have done. Thank you for your presence in the house. Camera crew, please give me space on the left, move to the left, move to the right. Let's have this aisle free. Let this aisle be free so that those at the back can see. So please move here. Bro, hello. Move to here. So let you, no, here, at the front. And the space here. Move now, bro. Niger State, a round of applause as he comes to take his bow. All the way from Niger State. Take your bow, bro. Take your bow. These guys are wonderful. Next on my list is Mrs. Afolabi Florence, all the way from Ibadan of your state. Come take your bow, sis. Catch up. Get your bow. Thank you very much. Next to take a bow is another thespian, all the way from Ekpe, Lagos, Mr. Anthony Abolo. We call him Abolo, Bolo. They all had their nicknames in the house. They all had their nicknames in the house. You are a thespian. Take a bow like a thespian. Yeah. The next to come take a bow is all the way from Isolo, Apata Memorial School, means blessing. We call that blessing Lagos. Yeah, that's what. If you can come to the podium, I'll leave it for you. You can come here if you can. Go. And take your bow. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Next, without wasting time, is all the way from Alimosho, also Lagos, St. Lawrence School, Command. Mr. Godwin E. Doko, a veteran teacher. You can, wow, I didn't see that. Yeah, because of that walking stick, please come up. Take your bow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I go to those who are right behind me, but before I do that, let me call the last man on the seat there, all the way from Isheri, a public school. You see, the beauty of this is that it's not just private schools. We have public schools represented, well represented, all the way from Isheri, that is a public school. Mr. Olatunji Dapo Raphael, private school. Slag Flourish School. Come to the podium now, don't be shy. You earn it, you deserve it. Step. Okay, the last but not the least on that, which does not mean that she's the least. She has added colors, and when she steps out now, you will know what I'm talking about. She added colors, she added fun. So I realized for the first time that the teachers are also human. They have the fun side of them. It's not just beating us students that they know how to do. I'm going to call all the way from public school, representing Lagos Public School, is Mrs. Karimat. Elijah Karimat. You have to come. Don't worry, you have permitted. Come. Thank you. Come, take your bow. You earn it to deserve it. A round of applause. And lastly, there is a young man, bespectacled, always wearing his glasses, a literary buff, an intellectual property himself, a walking encyclopedia. Mr. Andy for which a round of applause as he comes to take his bow. Thank you very much. God bless you for all that you did. We celebrate you. And I have the 7 finalists behind me right now. After all evictions done and dusted, the 7 you see that I play very soon. I'm going to cut out all the way from Abuja, Alaja, Kadidat, Badingeshi. Come take your bow and come out of your hiding place. It will interest you that all the days and weeks in the house, hitherto, this woman is sitting comfortably on the first position. But will she go home with that first position? We are going to see very soon. But as we speak, she is the leading teacher amongst them all. The next on my list is Mr. Femi Patrick Oyedoyin, all the way from Ijebu. Wherever you are, come out from your hiding place. Thank you. Thank God for the champion. Thank you. The DJ was sleeping until Femi came in. Can you see? Femi is a catalyst in the house. He was a catalyst in the house. And he has dropped off on the DJ now. When you came in, the DJ, remember, they had not played the stand-up music. Thank you very much. You may go back. So please, the stand-up coming as I call the remaining. The next one is Mr. Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi. Yes, he's right behind me. Yeah, come from your hiding place, please. Give me the stand-up. Oluwaseyi Oluwasukomi Olusago, a fighter, a top contender, one of the 7 finalists. Thank you very much, Sheyi. God bless you for all that you've done. The next is Temitope Abimbola Oji. Look at that jacket, man. Thank you very much. Good. The next is Abolaji Abraham Halmajid. He's a very popular guy. You see, he's very popular. Wow, look at the wine. Think about it. The next is Olayinka Oladiran. Oh my God. Thank you very much, Olayinka. And the last but not the least, who actually took the 2nd position as we were preparing to come here, the total cumulative match is sitting comfortably on the 2nd position. Is Maria Morenikeji Akonde, the daughter of the soil. You may call her that. The daughter of the soil. Think about it. Thank you very much. For all the schools now, I want us to celebrate all the schools that have released them. For all the schools that have released these people,